Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
I'm Tim Stanovac along with Carol Masser. Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. We're joined by Bloomberg News earnings reporter, Red Brown.
How are you guys
Red.
doing? How are you?
Well, we're excited because it has been one of those days where the news flow has gone nonstop and it's moving stocks.
Yeah, and I think the kind of the biggest news to cross for me for today was the Intel news with the White House. That's one of the stocks I'm keeping an eye on at the moment. Ticker is INTC. Shares jumped as much as 8.9% today after Bloomberg News reported, broke the news that the Trump administration is in talks to take a stake in the struggling chipmaker. Those shares have extended there's gains in the aftermarket as well, almost kind of touching 3% in the aftermarket as well. So I think it's just kind of what a turnaround from earlier this month when Trump was telling the CEO to resign, and now he's trying to do business with him. I guess that's kind of the art of the deal, though. So fair enough.
Or transactional, maybe. We don't know, right? Will turn out. I felt like when I see this story and it feels like it's not over yet by far, but it's like, again, a great business school case study, depending on how this goes. I just think it's fascinating. All right. So that one, Intel continuing to trade higher in the aftermarket as well after that bump up on that news in the regular session. AMAT also moving in the after hours.
Yes, another chip stock, but they're moving in quite the opposite direction right now, down around 13% trading. And that came down to just a weak net sales outlook for the company. Actually, weak at the top and bottom line for the company in the third quarter. Right now, calling for as much net revenue of $7.2 billion. Analysts were forecasting a little over $7.3 billion for the upcoming quarter. And this is a story we've heard so many times over the past couple of months, and it's coming down to a lack of certainty. They were having a really hard time just looking out into the future, into the next 3 months, and predicting kind of where their sales will be. Kind of the same culprits as always. It's uncertain macroeconomic situation, and then also the trade story with China. Obviously, they sell a lot of chips into China, and not really sure how that's going to look in the next 2 to 3 months. Also, a lot of the Chinese customers pulled forward a lot of their purchases and are still working through those inventories when there was kind of the first hints of problems between the U.S. and China. So, for Applied Materials, still kind of working through some of those lingering issues.
Let's go Wolf, not Wolf Speed, WOLF, WULF, TeraWulf.
Yeah, that's a great ticker.
What is this company?
They are a Bitcoin miner primarily. That's kind of what they're known for, not known for anything, but they are.
They've got 12 employees apparently, according to the terminal.
If you know them, you would have known they're a Bitcoin miner. They had their best day since 2022. They traded up 60% today, and that's second best in the Russell 3000. And that is off of deal news that Google took an 8% stake in the Bitcoin miner. It's also involved this other company who's an AI cloud platform called Fluid Stack. The two companies will be sharing computing power, computing processing, things like that, over a 10-year deal. I think really why we got the reaction that we did was because this is now them moving away from just Bitcoin mining into kind of the other big buzzword, and that's artificial intelligence. Obviously, Macquarie analysts say that this deal firmly establishes the company as a major provider of top-tier AI infrastructure. So could have some potential knock-on effects throughout the Bitcoin mining industry as well. Maybe we'll see some more of these deals. They have kind of the latest and greatest technology within their data centers as well. So it can only make sense.
But is
they
it
get
a
on
power
this.
grab?
For who? For TeraWulf.
For Google?
I mean, potentially a lot of these companies are doing these sort of these just taking stakes in a lot of these smaller companies just to make sure that they're spreading their bets wide. So.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.